Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Amy here. So today we're going to talk about my January TBR and Winterween TBR. I actually forgot completely about Winterween. Something made me think of it last night, and I kind of threw together, between last night and this morning, I threw together 3 books that I will get to for the week of Winterween, which starts tomorrow, Monday, January 3rd through January 9th. Will I be vlogging? I haven't really decided yet. I don't know. It depends on how my week goes. I do have a very busy week at work this week, so we shall see. Anyway, and you know, just getting back into the flow of everything. Since Christmas is over, yet I still have not taken down my Christmas trees, any of my Christmas decorations. Yeah, so anyway, as I'm filming this on Sunday, January 2nd, which I will actually try to get this video up for you after I film this, because I want you to be able to know what I'm reading for Winterween, and maybe get, you know, some ideas if you haven't decided what you're reading yet. I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the books. So we'll go ahead and start with Winterween. Like I said, I picked 3 books to try to get to this week. I know for sure I have 2 of them on audio, and 1 I have as a physical book, but yet it's very small. This is It Will Just Be Us by Joe Kaplan. I actually got this because Riley Sager tweeted about it sometime last year, and he was raving about how great it was. So of course I put it on my list. I picked it up probably at Barnes & Nobles. I really don't remember. It's been a while since it's been on my TBR for a little while, but it is on the back, some of the blurbs say a beautifully written, gripping gothic story. It simmers with darkness and danger. A truly chilling novel with an ending that will take your breath away. Joe Kaplan channels Shirley Jackson, adding her own depth and haunting style. The best haunted house novel I've ever read since Sarah Langan's Audrey's Door, which I've never read that. I might have to put that on my list. But yes, this is a haunted house story. I love haunted house stories. A terrifying new gothic horror about 2 sisters in a haunted house that never sleeps. So yeah, so I'm going to attempt to read this one for the week of Winterween, and then the other 2 I have on audio. Well, one is actually on my Kindle tablet, and the other one will be on audio. So this is 5 Total Strangers by Natalie Richards. This will be what I'm reading for snow on the cover and a wintry themed book. This one, sorry, I failed to mention, this is going to be my Thrills and Chills book. It has an average rating of 3.34 stars on Goodreads, which is, I think, why I never really truly picked up this book or bought this book, because I've seen it so many times and like picked it up, felt it, read the you know, synopsis, but never actually like bought it or whatever. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna see how it goes. So this is about a young girl that actually hitches a ride home with 4 other girls, and she's thinking that these girls are all best friends. I think her flight gets canceled due to the weather of some sort, and then this girl offers to you know, to drive her home. It's on the way. She's got other girls with her that she's going to be, you know, dropping off or whatever. And then I think they realize, or whoever we're following, whoever the young lady that we're following realizes that all these girls are strangers. They're not friends, and just something is not right in the mix. They're all hiding something. I don't know. We're going to get into it. So yeah, I have this ready and to borrow from my library. Now for my novella, and probably what I'll be reading in the dark, this is going to be by Lisa Unger. This is All My Darkest Impulses. Lisa Unger usually does like these short novellas for Amazon. I read one last year for Winterween, and I absolutely loved it. It was about a haunted motel, I think. It was absolutely amazing, and that's kind of what started me on Lisa Unger as sort of an auto read author. So this is the beginning of a short story series, but this is book one. The series is called House of Crows. It's available on Kindle. It's available for Kindle Unlimited. It also, if you get it for Kindle Unlimited, the audio is available for free. Amy, words, come on. Yes, so I will listen to this along with reading it in the dark. That is the plan for this book right here. It's a short story, so I don't want to know too much. It does say what really happened to the girl who walked into the woods and vanished forever. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I think it's about 51 pages. So yeah, so that's what I'll be reading or attempting to read for Winterween. And I'm also doing a buddy read for the month of January. I'll be reading along with my good friend from Bent Biblio's podcast, Ashley. We will be reading Hostage by Claire McIntosh. I'm really excited about this. A couple months ago, Ashley and I read, it was a Julie McMillan book, What She Knew. Really, really good. So yes, we're gonna be doing it again. It says a nail biter of a thriller, and feels like a blockbuster movie. You can save hundreds of lives, or the one that matters most. But we're gonna get into it, not this week, but I believe the week after this week, Ashley and I will be diving into this book. So if you want to read along with us, feel free. Keeping it going with the thrillers before I get into my male romances that I'd like to read for the month of January, I think I really want to dive into this one. This is The Other Misses by Mary Kabuka. I've actually never read anything by Mary Kabuka, I don't think, anyway. I have another book by her on my shelf, but this one has been waiting for me in my Audible library, so we're going to start listening to this one sometime this month. She tried to run, but she can't escape the other misses. Not sure. It's been a while since I read the synopsis, so we're just gonna go into it. And then I'd really like to get to a book of the month, and I picked A Flicker in the Dark by Stacy Willingham. This actually comes out this month, I believe on the 11th. This is a debut for the author. It's based in my hometown, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We're following Chloe. Something happened to her in the past, and now 20 years later, she is a psychologist, working and living in Baton Rouge and getting ready for her wedding. And then a local teenage girl goes missing, and things from the past come back. I don't know, but we're gonna find out. And then of course we have the Book Troop Book Club pick of the month of January. This is Where They Found Her by Kimberly McCreight. I believe she wrote A Good Marriage, which was actually a book of the month pick like a couple months back last year. But I never read that book. So we're gonna attempt to read this one this month. It just says a gripping novel that marries psychological suspense with an emotionally powerful story about a community struggling with the consequences of a devastating discovery. We'll get into that one as well. Moving on to male romances for the month of January. I have a lot of potential reads this month. Don't know if I'm going to get to everything, but I do have Gone But Not Forgotten by Charlie Cochet. This is the first book in her 10 series, Therian Intelligence Network. This is book number 1. This is Dex and Sloan, their continuing story from the Thirds. So I don't want to say too much if you want to get into that series, because this book comes from those books. And I mean, I guess you could maybe read it as a standalone. I don't know. But I feel like you need to know these characters before you jump into what has happened to them and where they are currently. But anyway, Dex and Sloan are part of a team. They started out as part of the Thirds units, which is basically like a police unit for the Therians of the world. Sloan is a Therian. He is a Black Panther. No, Jaguar. He's a Jaguar. He's a Jaguar, and then of course Dex is human, or started off as his human sidekick. Therians, when they change back from their Therian form, they are very weak and they need someone there to help them gain their strength back after they are back in their human form, because it just takes a lot out of them. Very interesting. Now they have kind of moved up in their career to more of the FBI of the world, so 10. So yeah, so this is their first chapter of being 10 agents. So like I said, I don't want to get too much into it. I'm probably already giving too much away, but it has been such a long road with the Thirds. I am just so excited to get into the next part of Dex and Sloan's life. And then I want to get to Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. I bought this last year sometime, never got to it, so we're gonna do it this year. I think this is a fake boyfriend sort of story, because it says wanted. One fake boyfriend, practically perfect in every way. The thing about fake dating is that it can feel a lot like real dating, and that's when you get used to someone, start falling for them. Don't ever want to let them go. It says it's hilarious. You'll root for Luke and Oliver from the beginning to the end. So we'll get into it and see. Then we have Good Intentions. This is by Ella Frank. This is actually book 2 in the Intentions duet. It's been a while since I read the first book, so I know it left us with a cliffhanger. And I don't know why it's taken me so long to get to the second book, because I was like, not frustrated, but I like wanted to know like what was going to happen. So this is just a continuation of Gabe and Marcus's story. So in Bad Intentions, Marcus and Gabe sort of meet, and they have like just like a one night kind of stand, and things just escalate from there. It was weird circumstances of how they met again. I can't wait to finish the rest of their story. And then lastly, but definitely not least, this is Code Red by N.R. Walker. This again has been on my Kindle tablet for a while. It's time to get into it. This is about a boy band. Maddox is the lead singer in a boy band, and then his manager Roscoe. So this is their story. So that's what I have on my list for January. Don't know if I'm gonna get to all of the books, but I certainly will try. And like I said, Winterween starts tomorrow. Not sure, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna vlog. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below what you will be reading for the month of January, for Winterween, all the things. I did film a January new release video that I actually wanted to go up before this video, but since I forgot about Winterween, I wanted to put this up before that one, so that one will be coming up probably right after, either tomorrow or Tuesday. So yeah, so that's coming up, and then of course I have my December wrap up, and then we'll get into like the best of the year, the worst of the year, all those kind of things in the month of January. So stick around for those. Hope you're all doing well out there, y'all. Hugs from me all around, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.